नमस्कार, आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के अतिथि व्याख्यान में। आज हमारे बीच मुख्य वक्ता के रूप में इंजीनियर पीयूष पांडे जी जुड़े हैं, जो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल ट्रेनर हैं। इनके यूट्यूब चैनल के थ्रू या इनके व्याख्यानों के थ्रू आप सभी जुड़े हुए हैं। मोटिवेशनल लेक्चर्स इनके रेगुलर अपलोड होते रहते हैं। आज ये हमारे बीच जुड़े हैं हमारे सभी विद्यार्थियों के लिए, और जो पूर्वांचल की सबसे बड़ी समस्या है इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की, स्पोकन इंग्लिश सबसे बड़ी समस्या है। उस समस्या का समाधान किस प्रकार से कर सकते हैं अपने खुद के एफर्ट से, सेल्फ एफर्ट से, इस विषय को लेकर के आज एक अतिथि व्याख्यान इंजीनियर पीयूष पांडे जी द्वारा प्रस्तुत किया जा रहा है, जिसका विषय है हाउ टू इम्प्रूव स्पोकन इंग्लिश बाय सेल्फ एफर्ट। तो मैं अब पीयूष पांडे जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि सर आप अपना लेक्चर स्टार्ट करें। सर।
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for introducing me. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Assistant Professor Dr. Pawan Pandey for giving me this golden opportunity to be here with you and discuss my viewpoint with you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. As far as spoken English is concerned, if we are not making self-efforts to improve our spoken English, we cannot improve it. As Honorable Pawan sir just said that the major problem of UP region is spoken English. And it is not only the problem of UP region, but it is the problem of most of the states of the country. And we need to thoroughly eradicate this problem by self-efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, why I'm saying that we should make self-effort in this direction? Today, people studying in different professional colleges, they are so busy with their course subjects that when they are back home in the evening, they are not finding time to look after English speaking improvement thing. This is the major issue. They are so much overburdened with their core subjects that they are not finding time to devote to English speaking. And that is required. Having good knowledge of core subjects is very much required. You must concentrate thoroughly on your core subjects if you want to be a part of a particular profession for which you are studying. That is very much required. How can we improve English by self-efforts? The very first thing is, in order to understand the structure of a language, we must be aware of words and sentences of that particular language. Our vocabulary should be good. Vocabulary means knowledge of large number of words of a particular language. So in order to enhance our vocabulary, we must read English extensively, ladies and gentlemen. In order to read English extensively, first of all, you must read English newspaper daily. Why we say that you must read English newspaper daily? Because English newspaper contains the news of daily life activities that are happening in human society. In normal day-to-day life, what type of activities are happening, newspaper gives you complete coverage of that. And therefore, newspaper uses the most appropriate words and most appropriate sentences to describe a real life situation in a better way. I would like to repeat it again, ladies and gentlemen. Newspaper uses the most appropriate words and the most appropriate sentences to describe a real life situation in a proper way. So by reading newspaper daily, you will come to know that how you can express a real life situation perfectly in English. This is very much required. Another crucial aspect is you must read other types of English text also. You must read English novels, English books. And if you are a student and you are not finding time to read extra books, you must read your own course books thoroughly. If you read your own course books thoroughly, by that also you will come to know about large number of sentence structure and large number of word structure and how appropriately to use them in spoken form. Reading is very much required. Now, by reading, you will enhance your vocabulary. Second crucial aspect is you must listen to English speakers so that you can understand that how appropriately you should pronounce a particular word, how exactly you should speak thoroughly in English by concentrating on actual pronunciation and word use, how you should face audience, how you should make eye contact with the people to whom you are talking. That's why listening to English motivational speakers on YouTube is very crucial. Along with that, you should also listen to English news anchors on YouTube. YouTube right now has become the most crucial medium of gaining any kind of knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. That's why listen to English motivational speakers on YouTube daily. I will suggest few names who are prominent English speakers in this world. The first one is, and these are the people whom I also follow, ladies and gentlemen. These are the people whom I also follow. First one is Mr. Shiv Khera. Second is Gaur Gopal Das. Third is Priya Kumar. And fourth is Jay Shetty. These are the four people whom I follow on daily basis. I would like to repeat the name once again, ladies and gentlemen. Shiv Khera, Gaur Gopal Das, Priya Kumar, and Jay Shetty. Now, I'm not saying that these are the only good motivational speakers. There are so many motivational speakers, but these are the people whom I follow. So you should also start following English motivational speakers on YouTube according to your choice. Whom you are able to understand properly, you follow that motivational speaker. By listening to motivational speakers, we come to know that how we should exactly speak appropriately in English. What should be our eye movements? How should be our gestures, hand movements, overall body movements? That's why listening to English motivational speakers is very much required. This is second thing in order to improve your spoken English. Now, we are done with word structure. We are done with listening. The third thing is speaking. And here the biggest problem is we are not finding partners on daily basis to whom we can speak. This is India, ladies and gentlemen. Hindi is the prominent language here. And as far as UP region is concerned, even Hindi is not the prominent language. Bhojpuri is the prominent language. In our homes, we talk to our family members in Bhojpuri because we are more comfortable with that language. So we always prefer that language while talking in which we are comfortable. So how can we improve our English speaking skills if our society is majorly Hindi speaking? Here you have to practice on your own. You have to learn some text in English language, stand in front of mirror, and then you have to speak. This is very crucial. Learn any text of your choice in English language, stand in front of mirror and start speaking. When you stand in front of mirror, it gives you the same impression as if you are speaking to some other person. I would like to repeat it again. In Indian society, we occasionally don't find people who can speak to us consistently in English. That's why we must devise some plan so that we can speak on our own. Learn some text in English, stand in front of mirror, and then start speaking. When you speak in front of mirror, it gives you the same impression as if you are speaking to some other person. So, in a situation when you have to speak English for the first time, you will not feel hesitant, ladies and gentlemen. We always feel hesitant when we have to speak English for the first time. When we have to speak English on special occasions, we feel hesitant. We are short of words. And to eradicate this problem, you need to speak English to yourself. Learn any text of your choice in English. It can be related to your core subjects that you are studying in your graduations and post-graduations. Learn some text in English, stand in front of mirror, and then you start speaking. It will give you the same impression as you are speaking to some other person, because your mirror image will act as a second person. By following this activity, If you get a chance to speak English for the first time to some other person, you will not feel hesitant. You will be highly confident while dealing with that person. This is very much required. So please start following this activity on daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. This is very much required, very much crucial. And the fourth and the last thing is you record your own voice and you listen to your own voice, that how appropriately you are speaking or not. Record your own voice, listen to your own voice, and then compare your recorded voice to eminent English speakers, to the famous English speakers, and then try to find out that where you are lacking and then rectify it. Record your own voice, compare it with established motivational speakers, the name that I just told you. Shiv Kheda, Priya Kumar, Gaur Gopal Das, Jay Shetty, these are the prominent English speakers of the world, ladies and gentlemen. They go to various countries for delivering their lectures and presentations. Record your voice and compare your voice with the voice of eminent personalities, with the voice of established motivational speakers. And if you are lacking somewhere, try to rectify. Try to find out that how they are speaking, how they are maintaining their posture, how they are maintaining their gestures while speaking, what is their eye movement, what is their overall body movement, what is their dressing sense. When we speak publicly, people don't only concentrate on our speaking skills, they also concentrate on our overall personality. Because you are live in front of people. And when someone is watching you live, the person is not only looking after your speaking skills, he is looking after your entire personality. The way you dress up, the way you speak, the way you make pauses while speaking, so that whatever you are speaking, it is easily understandable to all the listeners. This is very much important. I would like to repeat these crucial concepts once again, ladies and gentlemen, in a fast way. In order to have a good understanding of English language, first of all, you must be aware of word structure and sentence structure of that particular language. For that, you need to read English text extensively so that you are aware of appropriate words that can be used in different situations. Second, you have to listen to English motivational speakers and English news channels and whatever you find in English on daily basis, so that you can exactly understand that how established speakers actually speak, and then you can follow their methods, their way of talking, their way of dressing, their way of dealing with the audience, and then you should try to develop the same ability in your own personality. That is very much required. Third, and the most crucial thing, after gaining the knowledge of written English, after gaining the knowledge of bookish English, and after gaining the knowledge of how people actually speak English, now the time has come when you have to speak. After gaining knowledge, you will have to implement that knowledge on yourself. Only then you can improve your spoken English. So if you are having a friend circle that speaks English, that is very fine. Be with that friend circle all the time. Very soon, your spoken English will improve. If you are not having that friend circle, if you are not having that society which consistently speaks English, you can help yourself by learning any text of your choice in English, then stand in front of mirror and start speaking. I would like to repeat this thing once again, that your mirror image gives you the same impression as if you are speaking to some other person. And by following this activity, ladies and gentlemen, I'm repeating this point again. I have earlier made this point, that by speaking in your mirror image, you will develop a good confidence in your personality. And whenever you are in front of people who speak English for the first time, you will not feel less confident, you will not feel hesitant, and you will confidently speak English. So these are certain tips, certain tricks that you can follow at your home to enhance your speaking skills. Upgrading your English speaking skills is very much required right now. I am from the Training and Placement Department of Institute of Technology and Management, GIDA, Gorakhpur, ladies and gentlemen. And we conduct training and placement activities almost on daily basis. And I have seen this thing, that In most of the campus placement drives, HRs reject the candidate on the basis of their bad speaking skills. Now, during any campus placement drive, there are so many rounds. They take written tests, they take face-to-face tests, they take technical tests. There are different criteria of hiring related to different industries, different HRs. But most of the students, they get rejected in group discussion round. Why they get rejected in group discussion round? Because they are not able to speak properly. Group discussion is a situation when the topic is given to you instantly and you have to instantly think over it and then speak over it. And this is where the students are lacking. That's why if you want to join a good organization, if you want to project yourself thoroughly in interviews and group discussions, please follow these tips that I have just told you. By self-effort, you can improve a lot. If there is no outside force to help you to understand English language, try yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Make yourself capable of learning English language, and you can do it. By self-effort, we can learn as much as we can. So please follow these rules, what I just said, and definitely you will find that very soon your English speaking skills will be on top. So that's all I wanted to discuss with you today. If you have any query, you can please ask me.
छापा मार
हेलो।
4 बजे
हाँ क्या वो कंटिन्यू करेगा?
अचानक कोई सूचना नहीं कि आप आ रहे हैं।
हो गया लेक्चर। मैं कह रहा हूँ कि अगर कोई क्वेरी है तो मैं उसको फिर बताता हूँ। पार्टिसिपेंट्स की कोई क्वेरी है तो मैं बताता हूँ।
ठीक है, वो उसमें स्पोकन में ही है और क्या क्या तरीके हैं, कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, उसको लेकर के सभी करें।
कंटिन्यू करना है?
हाँ जी, और 7 C's ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन स्किल पर भी थोड़ा सा ही कर दीजिए सर, क्या क्या है।
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm continuing, sir. I'm continuing. Now, Dr. Pawan Pandey has rightly suggested me something. 7 C's of communication. Thank you, sir, for suggesting me this very crucial idea. Now, what is 7 C's of communication? 7 C's of communication is also a concept that is thoroughly related to enhancing your communication skills, enhancing your speaking skills. By 7 C, we mean to say 7 C's, C as in alphabetic letter C, A, B, C. The 7 C's of communication are the 7 basic principles that you must keep in mind in order to talk properly to a person in spoken form and also convey your ideas to the people in written English form. 7 C's of communication are those principles which are equally applicable to both written and oral form of English communication. So let me give some light on this. There are 7 crucial points. The first one is clarity, completeness, conciseness, consideration, correctness, concreteness, and courtesy. These are the 7 principles. I would like to repeat it again. Clarity, completeness, conciseness, consideration, correctness, concreteness, and courtesy. The first thing is clarity. Clarity has got further 2 parts. One is clarity of thought, and another is clarity of action. Clarity of thought means you must be able to think effectively while speaking. And clarity of action means you must speak properly after thinking appropriately. Clarity of thoughts and clarity of action. And how this clarity of thought in terms of English speaking will come in your personality, that I have just told you the steps that you need to follow for improving your spoken English skills. The steps that I just told you, if you follow those steps consistently, your clarity while talking to anyone or while writing any letter to anyone will automatically enhance. So this is the clarity of language. Then we have clarity of expression, how effectively you speak a language, how you make eye contact, how you make pauses between two sentences so that the other person can clearly understand you. This is known as clarity. Second point is completeness. Whatever information you want to give to the other person, you should have complete knowledge of it before conveying it to other people. If you are not having complete knowledge about something, you will not be able to share it properly with your listeners, with your viewers. And since your knowledge is incomplete, that's why their knowledge will also be incomplete. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a very common word used in corporate sector that either you don't have any knowledge or you should have complete knowledge. Half knowledge is always dangerous. So within any organization, while talking to anyone in written form or spoken form, try to convey your ideas, your expressions completely so that the other person is not confused. Third point is conciseness. By conciseness, we mean to say that you should have the ability to express your viewpoints in as few words as possible. Try to use short words, try to use short sentences to convey what you want to say. In today's fast world, nobody has time to listen to long talk. That's why while speaking to someone in English, try to be concise, try to be short. And same is in the case of writing. While you are writing any business letter to anyone, or while you are writing any email to anyone, try to make it short. Nobody likes long mails and long business letters. Everybody wants to know the exact matter. So be very concise. This is very much required. Fourth point is consideration. By consideration, we mean to say that when we are talking to someone, we must have good feeling towards that person. Whatever information we are conveying to a particular person in written form or the oral form, that information should be beneficial for that person. If the information is not beneficial for that person in any way, there is no meaning in communicating that information to the person. Always consider the listener, the receiver in your mind before framing any kind of communication. Because if your communication is of no use to anyone, there is no meaning in even conveying that information. Consideration of the other people is very important. Next point is correctness. By correctness, we mean to say that specifically you should be grammatically correct while speaking something and while writing something. Ladies and gentlemen, grammar is the basic structure of any language, be it Hindi grammar, be it English grammar, be it Sanskrit grammar. Grammar is the basic structure of a language. It tells you that how properly you should frame sentences, how appropriately you should frame words, how appropriately your written and spoken part should be. That's why correctness of language is very much required. Grammatical correctness of language is very much required. If you are grammatically incorrect at the very first place, the other person will not be able to understand you. And if the other person is not able to understand you, he will not be able to take actions on your words. And in office environment, if the people are not able to understand your spoken part, if the people are not able to understand your written part, it brings huge financial losses to the company, ladies and gentlemen. That's why correctness is very much required. Now, the next point is concreteness. Concreteness means you must explain what is exactly required and you should not include anything extra. As I have already said that in today's corporate world, in today's 24/7 environment, people require the exact communication, the exact word. If you discuss unnecessary things with people in spoken form or the written form, it is a waste of time for everyone. So be very concrete, be very vivid. Try to explain what is actually required, and please don't mention any unnecessary thing. By mentioning unnecessary thing, you are spoiling time of other people. Along with that, you are spoiling your own time. And time has a very great value in corporate sector, in job market, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you need to be very much concrete. Convey only that information which is appropriately required and disregard rest every other communication. The last point and the seventh point is courtesy. By courtesy, we mean to say that to whomsoever you are communicating, you must be polite towards that person. Ladies and gentlemen, only communicating English effectively is not required to develop a professional personality. There are many other aspects of professionalism, and politeness is the major aspect. If you are not showing politeness towards people, nobody is going to listen to you, and nobody will ever bother that what type of communication you have. Even if you are the world's most immaculate English speaker, nobody will care. Because people only care for those people who care for them. You care for people, and in return, people will care for you. That's why courtesy is very much required. While speaking to someone, always be polite. While writing mails to anyone, while writing business letters to anyone, the written part should be polite. If the other person feels offended, it will spoil your personal relationship with that person. Along with that, it will spoil your business relationship with that person. How the communication will move ahead further if the business relationships are spoiled? If we spoil business relationship by not being courteous, by being rude towards people, no communication is ever possible in any kind of environment, ladies and gentlemen, be it personal life, be it professional life. That's why politeness is very much required. So these are the 7 principles of communication. I would like to repeat them again: clarity, completeness, conciseness, consideration, correctness, concreteness, and courtesy. If you follow these 7 principles thoroughly in every kind of communication that you make, in written communication, in oral communication, you will be loved by everyone within your family, within your organization. So that's all I wanted to tell you about 7 C's of communication. Thank you very much for listening to me, ladies and gentlemen.
हेलो, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद पीयूष जी।
धन्यवाद सर।
आपने अपना कीमती समय दिया, और हम चाहेंगे कि ये लेक्चर जो आज हम शॉर्ट शेड्यूल में हम करा रहे हैं, एक डिस्क्रिप्टिव लेक्चर भी आपका हो, जिसमें अन्य विषयों को भी शामिल किया जाए। कि यहाँ कुछ ही लेक्चर सेलेक्टेड पॉइंट्स आपके इसमें रखे गए, लेकिन हम चाहेंगे कि ऐसा आयोजन आगे भी हम करें, इसमें आपके डिस्क्रिप्टिव, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ी जो समस्या मैंने पहले भी कहा था जो पूर्वांचल की है, वो इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की है। स्टूडेंट्स भी जो हमारे इंटरव्यू या कहीं भी जाते हैं, किसी तरह किसी भी कंपटीशंस में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, तो उनके रिजेक्शन का जो मेन पॉइंट होता है कि उनका स्पोकन इंग्लिश सही नहीं। तो ऐसे में
जी सर,
मुझे लगता है कि आप लोगों के इस प्रकार के मोटिवेशनल लेक्चर्स, इस तरह के 7 C's ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन स्किल को लेकर के, जैसा कि आपने बताया, अगर विद्यार्थी इसको कंसंट्रेट होकर के और खुद से ये तय करता है कि उसको अपनी इंग्लिश इम्प्रूव करनी है, तो वाकई अंग्रेजी एक भाषा है और जो हिंदी से बहुत आसान है। तो अगर हम हिंदी बोल पा रहे हैं, हिंदी सीख पा रहे हैं, हिंदी के साथ जीते हैं, तो उससे बहुत ही आसान भाषा है। मैं सभी को, जितने भी श्रोता हैं हमारे इस अतिथि व्याख्यान में जुड़े हैं, मैं उन सभी को बताना चाहता हूं कि हिंदी बहुत ही मुश्किल भाषा है, और अगर आप हिंदी जानते हैं, हिंदी बोलते हैं, तो उससे बहुत आसान है अंग्रेजी। लेकिन किसी भी कार्य को करने के लिए अभ्यास की आवश्यकता है। जैसा कि कहा जाता है प्रैक्टिस मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट, लेकिन मैं यहाँ एक अपने व्यूज में उसको जोड़ना चाहता हूँ कुछ, कि प्रैक्टिस डजंट मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट, perfect practice makes man perfect. Means you required perfect
Right, sir.
practice, because you
Right,
are
sir.
practicing, but if you are doing any work and you are not completing your work in given time, it means कि that is not fruitful. वो आपके उद्देश्य की पूर्ति नहीं करता है अगर दिए हुए निर्धारित समय में अपने कार्य को नहीं कर पाते। तो यहाँ इसलिए मैंने अपने व्यूज में जोड़ा है इसको कि परफेक्ट प्रैक्टिस मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट, मींस योर प्रैक्टिस
बिल्कुल
शुड
सर,
बी
बिल्कुल।
परफेक्ट। आपका जिस प्रकार से विद्यार्थी भी जुड़े हैं, तो मैं विद्यार्थियों के लिए भी बताना चाहता हूं कि अगर एक सेशन रखा गया है, आप एक एग्जांपल लिया जाए कि आप अगर बीएससी फर्स्ट ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, तो यू हैव टू कंप्लीट योर कोर्स विद इन 1 ईयर। अगर आप उसको प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो और 2 साल में उसको कंप्लीट कर रहे हो, तो ये प्रैक्टिस तो की, लेकिन ये प्रैक्टिस परफेक्ट नहीं हुई। तो परफेक्ट प्रैक्टिस कब होगी? जब आपने दिए गए निर्धारित समय में अपने कार्य को संपन्न करते हैं, कंप्लीट करते हैं। तो इन सब बातों का ध्यान रखना होगा, और विशेषकर विद्यार्थियों के लिए एक मैसेज, जैसा कि आप लोगों के लिए ही मैंने इंजीनियर पीयूष पांडे जी से संपर्क किया और मैंने कहा सर आपके यूट्यूब लेक्चर्स आते हैं और हम चाहते हैं कि ज्यादा समय नहीं, थोड़ा सा समय हमारे विद्यार्थियों को मिले, क्योंकि ये लॉकडाउन पीरियड में हमारा विद्यार्थी घर पे है, घर पे रहते हुए तो किस प्रकार से अपने आप के को इम्प्रूव कर सकता है, अपनी पर्सनालिटी को डेवलप कर सकता है, अपनी स्पोकन इंग्लिश को इम्प्रूव कर सकता है। तो इसके लिए एक मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर की आवश्यकता है, और वो मोटिवेशनल लेक्चर पीयूष पांडे जी के थ्रू हम सभी को प्राप्त हुआ, हमारे विद्यार्थियों को प्राप्त हुआ। मैं इस मंच के माध्यम से अपने विद्यार्थियों से कुछ और चर्चा करना चाहूंगा। विद्यार्थियों, आने वाले समय में अभी ये कहना मुश्किल है कि स्कूल कॉलेजेस कब शुरू होंगे जहां पे फिजिकली आप जाकर के और जिस प्रकार से आप पढ़ाई अपनी करते थे उस प्रकार से आपकी क्लासेस चलेंगी। लेकिन